What makes a party interesting? The same way the internet is interesting. There is a large group of people of various backgrounds, and while you interact with them, you don't know what they're going to say or do. Like a magician's black cat, you don't know what's going to be pulled out. Characters in a story are much like that, but instead of being organic, it is scripted by the writer or writers. Only if the writers are doing a good job, you shouldn't see a difference. In a novel, it is possible to have one character because you can have internal dialogue. Yet in a film, you need more than one character to explain the story and move it forward. A New Hope does this with R2-D2 and C-3PO. The story is told through their point of view as two buddies, a long-used dynamic in movies. Another buddy team you see a lot is Han Solo and Chewbacca. Much of the Star Wars films has these two guys together as well as the two droids. Another team you see together is Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa, and often this team is joined up with the other two. Having a character go by himself or part of a two-person team is never going to be as interesting as a big party. Now let's focus on the Phantom Menace. Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker have a long history together and an important history with Padme, but Obi-Wan is robbed of the opportunity to be part of that team. In the next film, the team is broken up again. Other relationships and parties lacking are with the Jedi. We don't see them as an order, but as a bunch of people rushing about like you're looking at them from a skyscraper. This is why you feel like Anakin is just stomping them out like on an anthill instead of some deep betrayal. So, over 30 years later, in The Force Awakens, the only team together is the Solo team. Luke is written out, R2-D2 is written out, the female protagonist, Rey, is almost a mute, and Leia is so limited in her speech I could write her entire dialogue on one hand. Without R2-D2, C-3PO has nothing to say. In the extended universe, Leia has 3 kids and Luke has 1, and many other characters were created, but here the parties are so small, they're nearly non-existent, and so is the storytelling, and just as interesting. Anyone can go to their local Barnes & Noble and throw a dart haphazardly at a bookshelf full of Star Wars books and find a better story. So many writers have been authoring novels and comic books since the early 90s. It really is a shame. Do you really think the rebels would have let a new empire replace the old one and let them build a super weapon? Was Barack Obama president for 30 years or something? Read the Timothy Zahn trilogy, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rises, and The Last Command. If you have seen The Force Awakens, you might cry like a little baby who was given a bottle of vinegar instead of milk.